So as it turns out, Tesla can't figure out exactly what they want to do when producing their vehicles, and they've essentially decided to go back on a certain bit of technology that they just created and came out with in some of their Model X and Model S vehicles. I made a video about this yoke and the pros, the cons, what I liked, what I didn't. So I'm not really going to do that this video, but I'm going to talk more about the indecisiveness of Tesla and how they could potentially be losing more and more customers. But if you guys are new here, definitely like the video, leave a comment. Maybe you guys have watched my previous video on the Tesla yoke and you agree with me now in hindsight. Because at the time I got some mixed reviews. Some people were like, you know what, you're onto something. Some other people were like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. So let me know in the comments below if I don't know what I'm talking about. And without further ado, let's start the video. So as I mentioned, I've made multiple videos on Tesla now, and I did one specifically on the Tesla yoke compared to the Tesla steering wheel, and essentially why the Tesla yoke isn't as good as they were trying to make it out to be. I did hear some people who actually thought, you know what, I don't need a yoke in my car, I just want a regular steering wheel so I can use this car to get from point A to point B. And add on to that, one would think that with the steering wheel coming back, that they would actually add on the stock that has like the indicators, it has like the windshield wipers and all that. But nope, it's still going to be a steering wheel with all the buttons on it. Going off of the yoke just in general, the fact that it had buttons was already weird. However, going with a steering wheel that just has buttons makes it even weirder. But I find that a lot more Tesla customers don't really care very much for the yoke, as you can see right here. First of all, it doesn't make sense that they would come out with the yoke as the production model vehicle and then the steering wheel as an optional model. If anything, you would think it's the other way around. Add on to the fact that you have to pay $800 to switch from the yoke to a steering wheel that should come pretty much standard in most vehicles. I really don't get it. And especially with the availability of other alternative electric vehicles, more and more people are starting to diversify their taste when it comes to what kind of electrical vehicle that they want to drive. But on the other side, you do have to give Tesla credit because while they do get some things wrong, they are still the pioneers when it comes to autonomous driving, because they were one of the first automakers who made autonomous driving a regular feature in their car. And of course, everybody else more or less copied them. So you do have to give them some credit for being pioneers in that aspect, as well as being pioneers when it comes to electric vehicles. But sometimes it just seems as if they really get things really, really wrong. I just find it interesting that instead of listening to the customers, they care more about doing what looks cool as opposed to what is functional. But either way, let me know what you guys think. That's that for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.